10 reasons why Scott Peterson is guilty of killing his pregnant wife. If you're new here, make sure to follow my account if you like true crime. His alibi was that it was too cold for him to go golfing, so he went fishing. The San Francisco Bay is cold, you guys. This is a real photo of me on it in September, so I can't imagine how windy and cold it would be in December. He'd also previously researched the tides of the San Francisco Bay, and when questioned by police, he said this was so he'd know where the fish would be. But when he took the boat out, he said he just wanted to get it out on the water, so he wasn't fishing, he was just on the boat. I didn't realize how close Lacey's body was found to where Scott was fishing. He said he went fishing at Brooks Island, and as you can see, her body was found literally right there, and then the fetus was found right there. And as if that's not sketchy enough, he would literally rent cars and then drive an hour and a half away from his home in Modesto to watch the police search the marina. Just 1 week after Lacey's disappearance, he tried to sell her car. And people are like, well, his car was taken in as evidence and he needed to be able to haul the fertilizer around that he was selling, but as I just said, he could rent cars. He also tried to sell their house shortly after her disappearance. And he couldn't because the house was in both Lacey and Scott's name, so he would need her signature to sell. The Peacock documentary kept focusing on how people would stop listening once they found out he cheated on his wife. It's not the fact he cheated on his wife, it's the fact he told the woman he was cheating with that he had lost his wife shortly before Christmas. And then she vanishes a few weeks later on Christmas Eve. His half-sister Ann Bird noted that Scott was normally a pretty happy guy, but he had a very sullen attitude after Lacey became pregnant. She noted that every time she saw him after Lacey's pregnancy announcement, he just seemed checked out. He also told his girlfriend Amber that he didn't see himself having kids. And he told another friend that he was hoping for infertility. Y'all, he did not want this baby. And I have another video on how I think that was his true motivation. He didn't want the baby's due date to come. And lastly, in Scott's workshop, you could see imprints in where he was making concrete anchors. There were 5 imprints, but just 1 anchor in his workshop. So 4 were missing, and that could easily be matched to 4 for each limb. Also, they didn't find any rope in the boat, meaning that he would just be throwing the anchor overboard and it would just go down to the bottom of the ocean and he didn't have a rope to pull it back up with. Yes, this evidence is circumstantial, but I think a lot of it is very damning. Let me know if you guys want additional videos on this case and follow for more true crime.